It's a hard thing to get students who are 5 and 6 years old to stay engaged in a 30-minute lesson on one letter or one sound every day. And I've found that instead of having them work with paper and pencil and things I have to print out all the time, taking them up to the smartboard is a collaborative way to increase their student engagement. Arabelle, you want to go? Let me make this a little bit bigger. Go ahead. Did she get it?
Yeah.
Nice job. Why did I put a... And I've seen their achievement match that engagement as I have worked with Lumio over the last year and a half. After testing my students last week, I noticed there was a need for the letter F. So I built this whole lesson around that. So I used the data first because I had to match what they needed with how to increase student engagement. And her name starts with an F too. Her name is Miss Freiling. She's in Miss Rivera's classroom. My students really love when we use the smartboard. They think it's fun. They think we're playing games. I think that I've tricked them into learning most days. They think of it as game time rather than you're coming into my room and we have to learn about a letter for 30 minutes. They see it as we're going in to play games and have fun with Miss Scribbin for 30 minutes and we learn a letter too. The game helps them identify the different parts of the letter and helps them with that identification part. So everything is super intentional to raise the engagement, but it's also meant to really move that letter into their long-term memory. Throughout the lesson, you could see that they were ready to get there because it's something new and it's something kinetic that they can actually put their hands on. Anytime you add something a little bit new, they'll get excited about it. But I need to be able to know at the end of the lesson, did each one of my kids get their target goal for the day? When I use Lumio with students, my student achievement increases quite a bit as compared to when I first started here working with kindergartners. I wasn't using Lumio or the smartboard, and while the achievement was there, it certainly didn't grow as exponentially as it does now that I'm using the smartboard every day. How'd she do? Good. Hand it off, sister. Anyone you want. Creating materials myself is much easier than going down to the copier and printing materials every day. And I will say that once I've made a letter, a slide for a letter or a sound on Lumio, it's there for the next time I need it. My advice to other teachers would be to not be afraid of the smartboard. It is in your classroom for a reason. And if you take about an hour of your time and kind of explore what Lumio has to offer, there are many tools on there that will make your life easier. There's a lot of hard things about being a teacher, but in my opinion, using the smartboard is not one of them and should not